Spiritual Key, back another reading, and this is a part 2 to the, what do they call themselves, Ceraadi, or something like that. I know it's Zuni, it's Izma, and then it's Sayer. 3 sisters together in a music group. We're going to continue. We're going to see how, we're going to call Sayer S and Zuni. We're going to call her Z, and Izma, whatever, how you pronounce these names, we're going to call her E. Okay, so S is a Taurus, Z is a Leo, E is a Capricorn. So Z had mentioned that she felt type of way because she thought her and S squashed everything and that they were cool. But S just stopped talking to her, and she felt like it was pretty much out of nowhere. Like, why you stopped talking to me? I thought we were cool. And I don't know if S showed up to the baby shower. I'm not sure. But let's go ahead and let's see, how does S feel about Z? Let's see. How does S feel about Z? It's still, okay. So we have the Hangman in reverse, the Death card, the 8 of Swords in reverse, the 2 of Cups in reverse, the 5 of Staffs. Swords represent the air signs and the zodiac sign, how we deal with things mentally. We have Cups. Cups represent the water signs, how we deal with things emotionally. Then we have Staffs. Staffs are wands, depending on which deck you have, represents how we deal with things passionately, and also represents the fire signs and the zodiac sign. I'm going to say this. I don't think it was really anything personal, because the Hangman is in reverse with the Death card, and that just tells me about like self-care. And then the 8 of Swords is in reverse too. She's gone through her own issues. I feel as though she's trying to break the cycle, and she's the oldest. Sayer, she's the oldest out of the 2. So I could imagine being the oldest and having to have all these responsibilities and also carrying weight. And I feel as though emotionally and mentally she's tired of always being there for everybody. Having to be the mature one, have to make sure that everybody's okay. And that gets draining mentally and emotionally. Giving yourself to people and having, like, you know, and for what the card is that's what I'm seeing. Somebody who is giving out too much. Somebody that feels as though she feels, in a sense, like she doesn't deserve certain things. She feels, because 8 of Swords, it could talk about feeling like you're not good enough, feeling like you don't deserve certain things, feeling like, what's your purpose? And it also can mean breaking away from those thoughts as well, right? So when you're trying to break away from stuff like that and be selfish towards self and care towards self, it could cause conflict, because some people don't understand. Oh, so-and-so changed. Oh, she's acting different. So-and-so is trying to elevate. So-and-so is trying to break the cycle and get out of that toxic environment. Because with their mom and everything, that's just a toxic family. And I'm seeing everybody's really trying to break away and trying to, you know, get away from all that toxicness. If that's even a word. Toxicness, is that a word? But y'all know what I mean. So y'all send some healing energy towards her. You can send some prayers towards her too. Because her energy is like really low. And also with the hangman being reversed, it can talk about being stagnant. And also it can talk about moving around in a sense just to see your surroundings. If I'm looking around and I'm moving around and I'm looking at everybody and I'm seeing what they're doing, and if I don't fuck with it, then I'm just gonna go. Okay, because I'm sensing that it's a lot, well, you know, it's a lot of drama with her and the mom and the whole, her wanting to meet her dad and everything like that. So I'm feeling as though she wants to stay clear because she don't want to be answering no phone calls and hearing that bullshit. Could you imagine being asleep, a good ass napping, and you get a phone call from your mom and everybody blowing you up, trying to get your opinion, trying to get you on their side. They want you to hear them out, and then you sitting here drained mentally and emotionally, like, bro, I don't want to, like, come on. She's like, I am being selfish and thinking about myself, which is fine with me. I don't mind. So how does S feel about E? How does Sayer feel about Ezma, however you pronounce her name? I don't know. I'm butchering these names and I don't need to. Okay, I have the Chariot in reverse, the Ace of Swords in reverse, the Nine of Staffs, the Four of Staffs in reverse, the Nine of Swords in reverse. I just heard you don't have a mind of your own. She does feel as though she is being controlled. She has this guard up, and for some reason she feels like it's her against everybody else, and her and the mom just make a toxic union. And she feels as though, I don't know, she just feels like there's times where she takes steps forward, but then something happens and she just takes steps backwards. She can be doing good, the next thing you know, her mom gets in her ear and everything goes to shit. She feels as though she don't move or do anything unless if her mom says so. Very much, she feels as though she didn't get no mind at home. Okay. So let's see. How does Z feel about Sire? How does Z feel about S? The Page of Swords, the Tower, the Two of Coins, the High Priestess in reverse, and the Ace of Staff in reverse. Coins represent the earth signs and the zodiac sign, and represents how grounded we can be and how grounded we are. Yeah, she feels as though she tries to play both sides and she just can't make everybody happy. And her trying to make everybody happy does nothing but causes more issues, right? And there's been times where she didn't listen to Z's side. Z feels sometimes she just rushed in and didn't even listen to her side and just started, either ignoring her or going in on her. And she feels as though she can be one-sided and unfair at times. And there can be times where, okay, let's make up, let's do this and just do that, but it's like we're going backwards. And sometimes, and she doesn't like how, they feel as though James is, stigmatizing her in a sense. She said she's not gonna play about her man. That's her man. The father of her child. Alright, so how does Z feel about E? She feels as though these true colors is finally gonna come out. Um, she's gonna be known like, okay, it's weird. Like she feels as though her success or her happiness comes from arguing in other people's downfalls, right? But she feels as though she's really unhappy behind the scenes. She's really sad and miserable. But at the same time, it's like you have all this help, very codependent, and she doesn't see that that's healthy. She doesn't see that's healthy. She sees as the mom is being toxic, and her mom has a way of being very vindictive, pulling on the heartstrings. Um, in her mom relationship could be different from the rest of them. She's probably more closer to her mom, and the mom probably feels more closer to her. But at the same time, it she just sees that it's not healthy, and it seems like it's healthy. Like, oh, we're a good team, we're united front. But at the same time, that's really toxic. Like her mom is toxic. And she feels as though that's what causes the problems between those three. Is the mom. The mom might drop something here or there and try to pin them against each other. Yeah. Basically, what it looks like, the mom is the problem. The mom is the issue. Okay, how does Esma feel about Sire? How does E feel about S? Okay, the Seven of Swords, the Ace of Cups, the Magician in reverse, the Three of Swords, and then the Nine of Coins in reverse. I just heard you left me. Okay, so, ooh, that's so sad. And she feels as though she's not. She feels as though that E feels as though that S is not really taking her feelings into consideration. She feels as though she's not understanding her, and she's taking away her feelings and how she feels emotionally and what she's trying to do move forward. And also, I feel as though it did hurt her feelings when the group broke up. And she feels as though she can be selfish. And I feel as though she really, it's like, how can I say this? Like she co-depends on people when she's feeling down emotionally. And she feels as though she was there for her and you were there for me. We're there for each other, but why? What's going on? What's the issue? She feels betrayed. She feels betrayed. And she probably feels like, oh, you can manipulate the situation to make it seem like you're the good guy and I'm the bad guy. Because E feels attacked. She really does. She feels really attacked. Okay, so how does E feel about Z? Okay, the Page of Cups in reverse, the Eight of Coins, the Nine of Swords in reverse, the Seven of Coins in reverse, the Knight of Staffs in reverse. Okay, she feels as though she is working overtime to paint a bad image on her. But it's like, you did that yourself by coming out and saying all that stuff. So then when they retaliate, all of a sudden it's how dare you try to plant these seeds in people's ear and try to attack poor defenseless me. I didn't even do anything but be there for you. And look at what you're doing. You're causing rifts. You're causing unnecessary problems. But it's like, okay, this is pretty much playing victim. She feels as though she's working overtime to tank her image and to get people all worked up and stir away from her. That's just how she feels. She feels as though she's planting bad seeds. And she feels as though you plant those bad seeds, she feels as though they're not going to grow into anything. And she just really thinks that, E is miserable. She really thinks that Z is miserable. Okay. Okay, how does... let me see. Okay, how does E feel about Z making up with her dad? Because Zuni decided that she wanted to see her dad and make up with him, build a bond with him. She is a child and she wants a relationship with her daddy. So, well, the mom, we know how she feels. She's upset. So how does E feel? Because she could pretend that she's upset because of her mom, but how does she really feel? Girl, she feel bad. Okay, the Eight of Coins in reverse. Oh, the Eight of Coins, the Emperor in reverse, the Devil in reverse, the Ten of Swords, and the Empress. She feels betrayed, but it's more about the dad. You know, how he's working on relationships with them. Even if the dad did want to relationship with you, would you even accept it? Because it seems like your loyalty lies more with your mom. And she feels as though, oh yeah, does he really want to work on things? Or is he just saying that just to say it? Because he pretty much broke out of y'all lives and left y'all. And that makes you feel betrayed and then left you to deal with your mom. Right? She has loyalty towards her mom. So she does feel some type of way. And she's kind of like, well, he probably doesn't really want a relationship with you for real, because he left us once before. He's just trying to save face now. Like, girl, she's her mother's daughter. Anyways, how does S feel about Z and her dad's relationship and how they're making amends? Okay, we had a Knight of Cups, the Six of Coins, the Wheel of Fortune in reverse, the Two of Cups in reverse, and the Eight of Cups in reverse. This is very much so, she sees this as somewhat of a good start, somewhat of an olive branch, but at the same time, she has one eye open. She is kind of like, you're coming back in our life, but is it something that you want in return? And hopefully, what is she getting out of this in return? It could be a money thing to where if they go on YouTube, make some money off of this, like, oh, look at us, oh, Q&A, this is how me and my dad would do, stuff like that. Do a couple little TikTok videos or whatever. It's just make sure you're being careful, because this could really bite you in the butt. And she just feels as though this is beyond her. I don't think she cares to, she's going to stand by. I do see her standing by and just waiting just to see what's going to happen. She just very unsure, and rightfully so. Okay. So I'm going to ask one last question and close this out. Will the sisters, will they ever make amends? Will they ever make amends? I was gonna ask questions about the mom, like, you know, but her energy, and if I get asked to do a reading just with the mom and how she feels with the dad and everything, then I'll make a part 3. But until then, it's just gonna be part 1 and part 2. Okay, so 3 of Staffs in reverse, the 5 of Cups in reverse, the 9 of Swords in reverse, the 3 of Cups with the Ace of Cups. Yes, they will, but I would suggest therapy. And also, when you are going into therapy, it's about owning everything. No excuses, no nothing. Owning up to everything that's been done. And everybody has to be on the same page and everybody has to heal. Everybody has to be emotionally prepared and ready for the 3 of Cups and the Ace of Cups to happen. Everybody has to be able to make that move. And I feel as though Z is ready and she's just waiting for the 2, because I feel as though she's open still. She's still open. She's just ready for the 2 of her sisters. But I feel as though it has to be them 3 only. Okay? Because I don't see no 4 of Wands right here. I see 3. Okay? The mother is going to have to stay out of this and let her daughters be grown. I feel like the mother, it's like a whole nother thing. If they want to resolve anything with the mother, because you are a grandma now, your first grandchild, and you acting a complete donkey. Bitch, I'm glad it's a boy, not a girl. I'm glad James did slip up and say they having a boy and not a, cause bitch, if it was another bitch, ooh, child, Well, that's the end of this reading. Thank you for watching.